Hello, I think we're live. Hmm. I think we're live. It says we're live, but there we go. I'm still getting used to Facebook's new streaming service. It looks totally different. So as I am just going live, I'll just wait a couple of moments. Okay, there's a few people here. All right, I don't want to leave. I want to stay. There we go. Oh, I got a little bit of lippy. Anyway, I'll just wait a few moments, guys, while we wait for people to jump on. As you join me live, say hello. Let me know that you're here so that I know that this is working. I'm going to close down a few of my browsers and welcome everyone to this 3-day challenge. It's a little bit spontaneous, this 3-day challenge. Selling your soul work in the new earth economy. So I'm just going to pull up my notes. I can hear you. Beautiful. Okay, that's great. Amazing. So just bear with me one sec while I get all the tech stuff working. Super exciting to have you here, guys. So I decided to run this spontaneous challenge for a number of reasons, and I'll get into that. But for those of you who don't know who I am, I know there's a number of people who have joined the group recently because of this challenge. So I just want to do a little introduction to me. So my name is Tash Ashwin. I'm a business strategist and a holistic kinesiologist, and I work with soulful entrepreneurs. And I help them to really master the mindset, the energetics, and the strategy for success, for wealth, for abundance in their business. So as you're all jumping on, I'm just going to wait a few more moments. I'll tell you a little bit about why I've decided to run this challenge, right? I've had a number of really powerful and profound downloads come in over the past 6 to 8 weeks. And I know that this is very much in alignment with what I'm hearing from a number of other people as well around how everything that's happening at the moment, everything that's going on in regards to, everything that's happening in the 3D realm, right? What we're seeing on the news, what we're being bombarded with in the media, there's this virus, this pandemic, everything that's happening is catapulting us into a very different space. A lot of the downloads that I've been getting over the past, really it's been 8 weeks now, have been very much to do with the fact that these are actually labor pains. Everything that we're experiencing at the moment is labor pains. They are labor pains. Labor pains because we are really birthing into a new earth, into a new direction. I believe this wholeheartedly at the moment with everything that's happening. All of the fear, all of the uncertainty, all of the survival energy, it's very, very powerful and it can be very overwhelming. But my intention over the next 3 days is to really help everyone, to help you, just like this has helped me, to really get grounded into this notion of the new earth economy. I feel that we are shifting in a very, very big way into a new realm of possibility. Hey, Caroline. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Maya. And depending upon what you're feeling at the moment is going to be, it's going to show up in what you are perceiving around you. So I don't know if anyone follows Darpan. He's a spiritual leader, a spiritual thought leader here in, I didn't get a notification, Caroline. I don't know what's going on. Facebook Live is totally weird at the moment. Anyway, so I'm not sure if anyone has heard of this spiritual teacher. His name is Darpan. He's an Australian spiritual teacher. He's got some really great information out there. And he says that what's happening at the moment, you can think of it as like it's a hall of mirrors. So depending upon what you are expecting to see, whether that is darkness, whether that's control, whether that is new world order, or whether that is birthing into a new realm of possibility, whether that is really facilitating change and conscious connection and really creating a new opportunity here, that's what you're going to experience. That's what you're going to perceive. So I think it's really important as we transition through this phase, and I'm going to be talking today about what that looks like and how we can support our people, our tribe to go through this collective process. We need to really be aware of the fact that, I believe we need to be aware of the fact that we are currently existing in 2 worlds at once. Now, this might sound a little bit esoteric for you, but just Just bear with me because it's going to make sense. So it's like we're bridging two different worlds at the moment. We've got one foot in the old world. We have one foot in the new world. All right. And you can think what's happening at the moment, you can really think of it as, it's like the lower chakras, the collective human lower chakras are going haywire at the moment. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of survival energy. There's a lot of power struggle. There's a lot of control and domination. We are experiencing the shadow in a massive way. The collective shadow is coming to light in a massive way. And this has to happen. This really has to happen. I believe that this is an essential component of what we need to go through if we are to actually transition to this new earth. I call this the new earth. This new earth has a new earth economy. Business is conducted in a very different way. And we're going to be talking about what this means today. So welcome to everyone. I'm really excited about this challenge. And the reason why I decided to run it was because I believe so wholeheartedly in the process that we're going through at the moment of birthing into this new world. And I believe wholeheartedly in the power that we as light workers, as coaches, as healers, as entrepreneurs have to guide our tribe into this new world, this new realm of possibility. So I want to share with you a little bit about my favorite definition of the term light worker. I know there's a lot of people out there who don't necessarily resonate with that term. And over the past couple of weeks, this word has just dropped in so powerfully for me. And this idea as a light worker, this is Matt Kahn's definition of a light worker. It just really speaks to me more than anything else. A light worker is one who knows themselves as light and who purposefully and intentionally shines that light for the betterment of others. You could say for the betterment of humanity. And through this rapid transformational process that we are going through, where we're going to see the shadows start to come to light more than ever, really. The next 6 months are going to be very, very, very big. We're going to see a lot of stuff come to light. There's going to be old power structures disintegrating and falling away. And at the same time, we're being called to create a new world, a new way of being. So in order to do that powerfully, I feel like we really need to step into our role as light workers, our role as beings who shine their light intentionally and purposefully, who guide their people, their tribe, their collective, intentionally and purposefully for the betterment of others. So I'd love to hear with you before we get started. Oh, there's a few comments here. What does that speak to you of? How does this term light worker speak to you? Do you resonate with it? Do you feel like you're being called to step into this as well? Or maybe you're being called to step into something different. So let me know, first of all, and I'm going to have a look. Yes, love Darpan. He's pretty amazing. New realm, absolutely. Kirsten, yes, foot in two different vibrations. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Jessica, welcome. So it's big. There is so much happening at the moment, right? This is such a powerful time to be alive. And I really believe that there's a reason why we are all alive at this point in time. There's a big reason. And you can think of it potentially as what's going on at the moment, what's happening right now is activating within us. You can talk about it from the perspective of activating within our DNA, activating light codes within us that are helping us to step into our highest level soul purpose, our soul mission. That is going to help facilitate this journey as we guide our tribe through this birth. There's going to be a lot of collective grieving that comes up as a result of what's going to be exposed and what is being exposed over the next 6 to 12 months. It's almost as if humanity has to go through the grieving process. We have to grieve the old in order to make way for the new. And as we step into and really claim our role here as light workers, as guides, as healers, as leaders, really it comes down to leaders. As we really step into our leadership, then I feel the more people that do that, the more that's going to hold space for the planet to make this transition. So here we are, we're talking about selling our soul work in the new earth economy. So I'll just give you a bit of an overview of how I perceive the next 3 days to go. So today we're talking about mission. All right. Within the mission, we need to be connected to the vision. So what is your mission, and how has what is happening at the moment, how has that shifted and potentially changed? It may or may not. How has that shifted or changed or deepened your soul mission with your work? So everyone who is in this group, if you resonate with my work, I'm going to make the assumption that the work that you do in your business is your soul work. It is not a side hustle. It is your soul work. You feel like this is the reason why you are here on the planet, and give me a yes or even a hell yes if you resonate with that, okay? If the work you do in your business is your soul work. If this is the case, if you are what I call a soulful entrepreneur, then now more than ever, you are being called to step into powerful leadership. You're being called to release the old fear, the old self-doubt, the old stories, thoughts, and beliefs that tell you that you are not enough, that tell you that there is not enough, there is too much to do, that who is little old you or young you to have any impact on the world. That is the old earth. That is the old mentality, okay? You're being called to release that, and you're being called to release that quickly. What we are facing requires that we step into our power now more than ever. So I love that I'm hearing all of this yeses. I want to share my unique gifts to help empower women. At the heart of it, really, if your work helps people feel more empowered, more in control, more well, more whole, more safe, more secure, more certain within themselves, if your work helps people to feel that, if you help guide people into that level of awareness, then your work is going to be in high demand. That's my expectation. That's my anticipation. If you help people process trauma, if you help people integrate their shadow, if you help people really step into wholeness within themselves, then now more than ever, you are being called to step into action. So what does that action look like? So today is all about mission. We're going to be really asking these big questions. What is the new earth economy? And I feel like this is different for everyone. The new earth economy you get to say how it goes. The new earth in general, you get to create this. We are all birthing this at the same time. And the clearer you are about what this looks like for you, for your clients, for your tribe, for your family, for society at large, the clearer you are about what this looks like, the better able you are to actually help facilitate this process of creation. As we are all creating this, every single one of us, we are creating it at the same time. So we're going to be talking about how is your soul mission impacted by this new earth that we are birthing? How is it being impacted? How is it maybe shifting or changing or evolving as we enter into this new field, this new space, as we let go of the old power structures that do not serve, as we let go of the old ways of servitude, of slavery, really, if we're really honest about it. The old world was full of slavery, of servitude to keep people controlled, to keep people locked in a realm of, it's like the opposite to the realm of possibility. It's the realm of disempowerment. That is shifting, that is changing very, very quickly. Today we're going to be also really creating and birthing and visioning your mission and your vision. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at mapping out the highest level overview of your new earth business model. So just as the economy has shifted rapidly over the past 8 weeks, so too potentially has your business model, or so too might your business model need to shift. What worked 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago is no longer working now. I think we've all experienced that firsthand. So in order for us to be adaptable, in order for us to stay ahead of the curve, in order for us to not get left behind, we must learn how to pivot if we need to, pivot our business model, pivot our offers, and pivot our messaging if if it requires us to do that. Oh, I don't know if anyone's getting hay fever, but I certainly am. So day 2 is all about understanding how can you serve more people? How can you serve more people so that you can help facilitate the collective planetary healing that you're being called to facilitate? And I know this about you because you're in this group. If you're in the Business Alchemy Collective, the highest level transformational possibilities that you have, if you get really, really, really clear with yourself, is to help facilitate planetary healing. And let me know if this is you. Drop me a yes if you resonate with this. Planetary healing and also the ascension of consciousness. That's happening at the moment. It is priming Caroline so much hay fever. I know, it's amazing. Always happens to me whenever I jump on a challenge or a live. So the more people you can serve, the more soulmate clients you can work with, the quicker that actually facilitates this process. Yeah, this process of collective healing, this process of helping facilitate collective empowerment. So I really want to help you understand how you can do this, how you can pivot in your business model, pivot in your offers or your messaging, so that you can create cash flow certainty in your business, so that you can facilitate transformation, and so that you can help facilitate global empowerment and collective awakening. And then on Friday, we're going to be on day 3, we're going to be talking about mindset. So we'll be delving into the difference between survival mindset and evolution mindset. How is it that you can confidently run your business in the changing marketplace so that you can continue to stay ahead of the curve? My expectation is that over the next 6 months, we're going to start to see the online space flooded with emerging new entrepreneurs, new online entrepreneurs, as people start to realize that they need to pivot their business model. They need to start focusing on helping more people. They need to step away from their bricks and mortar clinic. They're starting to be called to facilitate this great awakening. So as emerging new entrepreneurs enter into the marketplace, we want to ensure that that we're a few steps along, right? That we have our business model in place, that we have our credibility in place, that we have our platform in place. And on Friday, we're going to be talking about that. So I'll just spend a little bit, have a look over here at the comments. Yes. Our wounds are where the light enters us. Yes, it's when we integrate the shadow is when we really step into wholeness, isn't it? And we're going to see that happen on a collective level. Yes, I feel that so deep. So much hay fever, heading to bed. All right, Jessica, no problem. So I want to ask you, how many of you feel like there is a gap for you between being a light worker, being a healer, being a coach, being a therapist, and being an empowered entrepreneur? Who feels like you've bridged that gap? I am a healer, a light worker, a coach, and an empowered entrepreneur. Or how many of you feel like there's a bit of a gap there, that you're running your business maybe with the hat on of healer, of light worker, of coach, when in actual fact, if you're working in your business, that's the time to be wearing that hat. But if you're working on your business, we need to learn how to bridge the gap between entrepreneur as well. So this is going to be a running theme throughout the 3 days, is how to bridge this gap between healer and entrepreneur, light worker and entrepreneur, because really it's our business skills and our business acumen and our ability to pivot in the changing marketplace as an empowered entrepreneur that's going to help us align as the light worker that we are. Really important. Okay, I'm just going to pull up my notes here and have a quick squiz. So as we've spoken about this hall of mirrors, right? What we're experiencing at the moment is kind of like a hall of mirrors. So we need to be really, really clear, focused on what it is that we're creating, what it is that we're calling in. And I call this your mission, your soul mission. No, I wish, I need help, big gap tomorrow. Okay, this is going to really help you over the next 3 days, especially. So if you can come to any of the sessions, most of all, make sure you come to tomorrow's one and Friday as well. They all really are. So I just want to remind you that whilst the marketplace has changed, it hasn't collapsed. Okay, it hasn't collapsed. It has changed. It has, and need that we have to be fluid with that. All right. So just as the marketplace has changed, so too potentially do we need to be flexible. Today, though, let's really talk about our mission. What is it that we're here to do? Okay. I'm going to be giving you guys some hope with this. So I want to just spend a little bit of time. So I'm going to invite you to do a little bit of a visualization process. Okay. Just to really drop us into that. So I want to invite you just to take a big deep breath and pop your hand on your heart space. Put your feet flat on the floor. I often sit cross-legged. So if you're sitting cross-legged, put your feet flat on the floor. And I want you to just take a really big, deep breath in and then let it all out with a sigh. And just allow yourself to meet yourself exactly where you are. And just whatever emotions you're feeling right now, just allow them to be there. Just witness that. This is an unprecedented time in humanity. And so if you're feeling a lot of overwhelm, that's perfectly understandable. If you are feeling those lower chakra emotions of fear and survival and ungroundedness, that's perfectly understandable. But now for a moment, I just want to invite you to bracket all of that and just put that to the side. And I want you to come into your heart space. And so just breathing into that space underneath your hand. And I want you to recognize that you've been put on this planet at this time for a reason. And that reason is now. You've been put on this planet at this time for a reason. That reason is now. I want you just to be present to that. Present to the higher level or the higher dimensional energies that are playing out right now. We know what's happening at the third dimension. We know what's going on. We see it on the news every day in our Facebook feed. But I want you to start to expand your awareness out of that and into the idea that at the higher levels of awareness, the higher energetic realms, this new earth is starting to filter down. We are manifesting it as we speak. It's very, very exciting. It's a very exciting time to be alive. And it's a very exciting time to be alive doing this work. So I want you to just take a moment to tune in to this part of you that has no age. It is timeless. You might think of it as your higher self, your soul, the ageless version of you. And I want you to ask this part of yourself, what is your soul mission? What are you really doing right now? What are you being called to step forward into? And I want you to allow yourself to receive that. What is your soul mission in this time? And when you feel like you have gathered as much information as is available to you right now, you might need to revisit that. Just coming back to the space, coming back to the feeling of your feet on the floor, and opening up your eyes. Okay, so like I said, it's a big question to ask in a short amount of time. I feel like the majority of you will be pretty aware of what your soul mission is here. My question is, has it shifted or changed or pivoted at all due to what's going on at the moment? So I'm seeing a lot of people, you can almost think of it as like sleeper cells, right? Light worker sleeper cells, people who are starting to be activated, starting to wake up to the reality of what's going on, starting to feel, they're feeling this this energy of like, I've got to get into action. I've got to get into action. I'm being called to do something that's bigger than me. So I want to ask you to pop in the comments, what came through for you then? What came through for you? What's your soul mission at this point in time? I'm going to have a look over here. I think I need the boundaries though. Okay, Caroline, we can come back and chat about that. Jess, I never resonated with the whole hustle and market yourself vibe on social media. That seems so ongoing and a bit exhausting. Do you think that will shift with more attraction marketing happening, or will there be an even more need to stand out from the crowd in the technology space? I think it's a combination, Jess, but I think my feeling with this is that the more we show up authentically, we're not needing to hustle, we're not needing to chase, we're not needing to run after someone. We are simply up as ourselves, right? The more we do that, the more we authentically do that, the more our marketing is going to start to shine. It's like we are the lights, right? We are the light worker who shines her light for the betterment of others. And by doing so, as long as she's showing up and speaking up and making offers and, providing solutions to problems that her people are experiencing, so there's a few different steps in there, then that becomes very magnetic, right? We really magnetically start to draw towards us the right people and repel the people who aren't a good fit away from us. Tamara, to trust. Sarah, I help others ascend, empower their lives to be soul purpose driven. All of you really, like, this is the time, right? This is our time. This is our time to shine, essentially. So in regards to all of that, I want to introduce you to this concept of the 5 Ps. Now, the 5 Ps, this is not my framework. This is the framework of one of my mentors, 2 of my mentors, Spencer and Jenna Madden. And I'm going to share this with you because I found this really, really useful for myself. So I'm going to share this framework with you because in order to really get the deeper level connection to our mission, we need to understand how our mission impacts these 5 areas. Okay, so I'll just have a quick read. I feel like I'm integrating my higher self back into myself, and I turn being a part of my work. Beautiful, Julie. I feel like that's happening en masse. Heal, hold, and teach others in their path of transformation. Hortensia, how beautiful. I just love that. It's so aligned. So the 5 Ps, all right? So when we're talking about our soul mission, we can ask the question, how do each of these 5 Ps influence and impact your soul mission? So the first one is purpose. Okay. How does your soul mission impact your purpose? Now, your purpose and your mission are very different. Your mission is like the vehicle through which you deliver your purpose. So how does your soul mission deliver your higher level purpose? So for you, Sarah, your mission is to help others ascend, empower their lives to be on their soul purpose driven. So that actually might be more your soul purpose, right? Your mission is the vehicle through which you're doing that, potentially. Have a think about it. Whether that's your business, whether that's your healing transmissions. So the first one is purpose. How does your soul mission and the work that you do in your business impact your purpose? Okay. The second one is planet. How does it impact the planet? What is the ripple of impact? What is the ripple of transformation that your work has on the planet? The third one is profit. So how does your soul work or your soul mission impact profit, impact money? And I'll tell you a little bit about mine. My soul purpose in the profit realm is to help redirect some of the $80 trillion that are circling around the economy into the hands of people who can facilitate planetary change, planetary healing. If we can channel some of that, even just a fraction of that $80 trillion that's circulating around the economy into the hands of change makers, into the hands of light workers, then we really are very well equipped to start to bring in 3D tangible change into the new earth. So purpose, planet, profit. You've heard about my vision for the planet. What's your vision for the planet? The fourth one is people. So what is your vision? How does your soul purpose, your soul mission impact people, humanity? How does it impact people? And then the final one is personal. So how does it impact you? How does it impact your family? How does it impact your life? And over the next 24 hours, what I'm going to invite you to do, I'm going to create a separate post where I'm going to outline all of that. And I want you to actually start to feel into this and to write down just how your soul purpose, your soul mission impacts these 5 levels. And I want you to share it, first of all, with the group, in this group. And I'm going to make an invitation for you guys to share it with your tribe as well. The beautiful thing about this, about really rooting down into our purpose, into our mission, is that the more we share it with our people, our vision for the future, our vision for the new earth, our vision for what's possible, our vision for our work and how it can transform our clients' lives, how it can transform the lives of the planet. The more we share this, the more we actually help to enroll other people in our vision. It's a powerful, soulful marketing tool. When people understand the higher level vision of what you have, what you're working with, what it is that you're calling in, it's very magnetic, all right? There'll be lots of people who will go, you know what, that's not for me. I don't really resonate with that. And it will polarize them that way. That's great. They're not your soulmate clients. But there will be people for whom they love what you're talking about, and you can enroll them in your vision and they can enroll you in their vision. And when we're able to step into this level of authenticity and visibility and declaring what it is that we are a stand for publicly, then that's when we start to really become very, very magnetic. That's when we truly start to be that lighthouse. Here I am, Tash Ashwin. This is what I stand for. This is what I help my clients to facilitate. This is what I facilitate for the planet. And I'm claiming that. I'm not hiding that. I'm not saying I'm too small. This is me standing in my power, and this is an invitation for you to step forward and to work with me to help facilitate X, Y, and Z outcome. All right? It really just gives a higher level purpose to the work that we do. And this is, I believe, how we can help to really ground in these big outcomes that we're calling out for. It's how we can really start to call forth this new earth and bring it in right here, right now. The more people we enroll in our vision, the quicker that's going to happen. So I'm going to pause here, and I want to just check in if there's any questions that's come up around that. What does this evoke for you? Let me know where you are. And the next point that I want to make here is that your vision isn't dead, okay? So with all of the upheaval that's happened over the past 8 weeks, I've spoken with a lot of clients, a lot of people, a lot of friends, a lot of colleagues who have gone through this phase of uncertainty. Like, what does this mean for me and my work? What does this mean for what it is that I'm trying to do in my business? Your vision has not died. And I really, really want to encourage you to recommit to that, to recommit to your vision, to recommit to your mission, and to continue to strive forward. We are birthing a new realm of possibility here. So if you've been feeling that overwhelm, if you've been feeling that sense of who am I, what have I got to offer, you know, if this has thrown you through the ringer, as we like to say in Australia, then that's totally okay. And I'm going to lovingly guide you back to your power. So I want to ask you, the goals that you may or may not have set at the beginning of the year, and income goals. Did you set an income goal? I don't want to leave the page. No, I want to stay. There we go. Did you set an income goal? Did you have a goal that you're working on this year? Where are you at with that goal now? Is there a part of you that potentially feels like that goal is kind of null and void now? We're only in April, right? We're not even at May. We're only in April. So if you have been feeling that, then I want to lovingly remind you that we are only in the second part of semester, of Q2, all right? We've got so much time, not even the second part, the first month in Q2. So I want you to drop in there. What were the goals that you set at the beginning of the year? What were your what was the vision that you had for 2020? Let me know, because, 4 months in, it's amazing how much has happened, but it's really important that we get regrounded, recommitted back to the goals that we're working on. Maya, brilliant, Tash. Thank you. I finally get it. Tell me, what is it that you finally get? Break that down for me. Leanne, I think this is such an exciting time. I did feel uneasy at first, but quickly changed my thinking. Beautiful. Tamara, no goals as set as I struggle with the word goal. Okay, so Tamara, I'm going to redirect you to a training that I've done in here. If you go to units, once this is finished, I'll find it and I'll tag you in it. I've done a training around this idea of goal trauma. Okay, so if you have a goal trauma, you really, really want to work through that, because a goal trauma is essentially, if something's happened in the past, you set a big goal, you believe that you could achieve this big goal, and for whatever reason it didn't happen, it didn't turn out, it didn't work out. You have that, that's actually a goal that's actually something that's traumatized your ability to believe in yourself. Let me know if that resonates with your experience. Maya, for the first time in 30 years, I didn't set goals, couldn't bring myself to write them. There you go. I know that at the beginning of the year, there was a lot going on for you. So I want to encourage you to recommit. And if you really don't like the word goal, intention. What's your intention for the rest of the year? How many would you love to work with? How many hours a week would you love to work? Would you love to work in your business? How much money would you love to be making? As we shift, as the economy shifts, as we're seeing it happen right now, it can be very easy to feel like, oh, I'm just going to take my hands off the reins. It's too much. I'm in survival. Where am I? I feel very ungrounded. And that's not going to serve you. That energy is not going to serve you. So coming back to your power means stepping back into your mission, stepping back into your intentions, looking forward, broadcasting forward. Well, I want to work with this many people. I want to make this much money. Tomorrow we're going to look at business model. Do I need to change my business model? Do I need to do new things in my business? Do I need to experiment with new offers? Is it time that I launched a group program? Is it time that I really step up and claim my high life that's calling me? This is how we take our power back. This is how we learn how to sell our soul work at this time, okay? So I'm going to have a bit more here. Jess, trained 12 new NLP practitioners, would bring in about 25,000. I was supposed to do my first training this weekend. Wow. And you can't do it online. Okay, that's a shame. Tell me, why can't you do it online? Tamara, yes, I feel that. Okay, I will tag you in that, because that's really, really big. Leanne, I had a vision. I had a vision for a big shift. For that there's a lot of scope to bring this in. Okay, so we can, in our one-on-one work, we can really explore that. Naya, I was aiming too low. I need to aim higher from a different angle. Yeah, I love that. You're being called to do that from a different angle. So tomorrow, maybe we can have a look there and see, is there any business model shifts that have to happen as a result of that insight, that you need to aim higher with a different angle. We'll have a look. Kirsty, I didn't set goals, but signed up and paid for courses and experiences that I was drawn to. This resulted in excitement and plans, but isolation changed how I would make that work, and I have started to doubt how I would make it work. And I know we've had some conversation privately around how that has impacted you and what your bigger vision is moving forward, and how this can really work in the realms of isolation, because I really see a big potential there for you, my love. There. Let me check back in. So homework, should you choose to accept it, is to get clear on your higher level soul mission. With everything that's shifted and changed, how has this shifted and changed you and your soul mission? Do the 5 Ps, the Ps, and to share this publicly with your tribe. Okay. Who feels any resistance to sharing it publicly? Your soul mission and the 5 Ps that I broke down. Jess's NLP course, that's so exciting. Wonderful. These students have to learn skills in person, otherwise they can't get future insurance. Okay, gotcha. Julie, my vision hasn't changed. However, I feel the way I move forward in this time has. If anything, it's positive. Brilliant. Oh my goodness, hello. How amazing to see you in here. Oh, I thought that you guys, I thought that one of you might have invited the other one into the group. There you go. So my invitation to you is to share this publicly, okay, is to create a post, to talk about your vision for the new earth, to talk for the future, for how the change that you want to see in the world. All right. We really need to start getting vocal about this. There's going to be people who go, I have the same belief. I feel the same. There's going to be people who'll go, what is she talking about? Unfollow. And that's totally okay. Totally okay. The more you can get comfortable with no's, the better. That's actually the better it serves you in your business. A no is a good thing. If someone unfollows you or unsubscribes or, says no, provided it's an empowered no to your work, then that's actually not a bad thing at all. Alrighty, so that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. So this is all about birthing the new Earth economy, which means that we really need to vision the new Earth first. So spend some time visioning that, okay? Spend some time visioning what the new Earth looks like. The more you can create it in your mind, the more you can actually start to pull it down through that downward channel of manifestation, all right? I feel like it's settling into the energetics. It's slowly coming in, and it's going to be birthing. We're going to be birthing soon. If not, it's already birthing. Hortensia, doors have opened for me to do 2 global summits this week and speak my truth and do my magic. Amazing. Amazing. So get clear on your soul work, on your soul mission. Do the 5 Ps. Share it with your tribe. Share it in this group. Tag me, and I'll see you all tomorrow at the same time. Alrighty, my loves. Take care. See you later.